How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video. One of the biggest questions I got with the little Greenworks Power Washer was, how do I like it after 2 years? After 2 years, it's still running strong, believe it or not. We've been hosing the porch. We do the porch, the car, the truck, the tractors, and right now we're doing the little camper. We're getting ready to go on a little small trip, and we got to get this thing cleaned up. But the little power washer is still working great. Love it. Now don't forget, I always say the best way to get the best wash you can get on anything, it's still by hand. The power washer takes off some of the big stuff, but it never takes everything off. Definitely by hand is the best way to do it. Right now I'm just trying to get the big stuff off, and then I'll come back through and then we'll use a brush on it and then rags, whatever we have to do. I swear this thing has 2 years worth of garbage on it. We haven't touched it since we started on this property. Haven't done nothing to the camper besides sleeping in it a couple times. Other than that, it's pretty filthy.
glasses are freaking setting.
I think I got that back. Now, I had a question. How do I get everything back on this thing stored up so I can put it away? Well, especially if you're going to set it away for the winter, you want to make sure all the water's out of it. I don't put this anywhere where it's going to freeze, because there is water in your pump. You don't want that pump to freeze. So you don't want to store it somewhere where there's not heat, or at least ways you don't want it to get below freezing. So the first thing I do is turn the water off up at the thing, pull the trigger, and make sure there's no water coming out of it. And go ahead and disconnect your handle from the hose. We're just going to set the handle on the ground for now. Disconnect the other part of your hose. Now, what I like to do is drain the water out of this thing. So I'm going to stretch it out. Like so. And then I'm going to blow on this end. I'm going to try to get as much air to go through here, blow the water out. Okay, we got all the water out of it, the majority of it. So now, as I pull this hose, I'm going to roll it. I'm going to pull it, then I'm going to roll it. I'm going to keep doing this until I get my whole hose up on there. Just roll it. So when you got it wrapped up like that, it's pretty simple. Now, by stretching it out and taking the kinks out of it, allows me to have a nice, tight roll, and it's not flopping all over the place. So, this piece here, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to stick it on the back here. I'm just going to stick it right here in the middle. As you can see, nothing touches the ground. So now I'm going to unplug, I'm just going to unhook the hose that comes from the spigot to the machine. I'm going to go ahead and unhook it because we don't need it no more. Now I'm going to take my cord and I'm going to stretch it out just like I did the hose. I'm going to pull this machine back towards you a little bit, turn it around. Now I'm going to pull this cord out. I just want to make sure the cord don't have any kinks or knots or anything in it. So we're going to get to rolling it up. I wanted to make sure you guys can see as I do this. Here's our hose, our electric cord. So now I'm going to wrap this and I'm going to twist this just like I did the hose. I'm going to twist around, set it up on there. I'm going to pull, twist around, set it up on there. I'm going to keep doing that until I get this whole wire nice and neat, not all flopping all over the place. Just going to roll it. just like so. You can see how easy that is. You know, if you take your time and stretch that cord out, it's not that hard. And it's coming together pretty good. I'm not even using this loop up here. I'm not using it. I may use it, but I'm not using it yet. But you just got to kind of pull and roll the cord at the same time. That way it's not all flopping around. So now you have your big piece. What I'll do is stick it up in there. Maybe just push my cord back in this way a little bit and let it rest right on the inside. How hard was that? Simple. Now all I have to do is take my wand, and you have a little slot here in the side for your wand. It's ready. It's done. Together, nice and tight. We can pull it around. Sometimes your little wand wants to fall out, and if it does, just pick it up, put it in your other hand, and go with it. So that's the little Greenworks Power Washer. And how do I like it after 2 years? I love it. It works great. I ain't got to put gas in it. I ain't got to worry about pull starting it. It works really good. Julie uses it. My granddaughter's probably used it too. So it's a pretty cool little machine. I wanted to show you guys how to put it together, to store it. Don't forget, if you're going to have it throughout the winter, make sure it's in the basement where it's not going to freeze, or in a garage that may be heated. So I would like to tell everyone, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Until next time.